Hey, I'm Justin Prince, and this is my vlog for script production and analysis. So, back in month one, when we were doing our mastery timeline, my goal didn't even pertain to this class at all. I don't know if I wasn't anticipating learning anything in this class, or if I was trying to vary my responses for the timeline assignment, but I've met that goal, I guess, because I did start looking into the internship with ESPN, and as an added bonus, I learned a lot in this class. First and foremost, I learned the proper way to format a script, which was something that I had no idea how to do back the first time that me and Joe ever tried to write a script. It was several years ago, and it was just awful. It was not even close to being formatted correctly, and we tried to use Celtics, which is a terrible program, but getting off on a tangent, it's obviously helpful to know that format because you want write scripts, you want them to actually be read and not thrown in the trash after someone sees the first page because you put it in the wrong format and they can automatically tell you don't take this seriously or you're an amateur. So understanding that formatting was really helpful, I think, and going forward, and something that I was absolutely clueless about before. Honestly, there's a lot that I was kind of clueless about before this class. Like, I had no idea about all that went into screenwriting. It's so much different than any kind of writing I've ever done before, but something I thought was really helpful was when we talked about the structure of a screenplay. Like, to really see how each screenplay, no matter the genre that it is, follows like the same basic formula for how it's constructed was really cool. I thought, like, understanding that it's not just Act One, Act Two, Act Three, but the particular pieces that make up each act. Like, you've got your inciting incident and plot point in Act One, plot point one in Act One, and the midpoint and plot point two in Act Two, and the climax and resolution in Act Three. Like, it's really helpful in making sure you're writing something that feels uh, and reads like a film and not just a story. And that was something that I really never thought about before. It's like, it's got a beginning, middle, and end, and that's all you really have to have, and to see that it really can follow like these specific guidelines for, like, you know, put your inciting incident right about here, put your plot point one right about here, and it just helps bring a flow and a rhythm to your stories and to your scripts that I don't think I would ever had without understanding the structural ideas. The structural ideas. Um, it's like I said, it's just so much different than anything that I've ever done before as far as writing goes. I mean, you get so used to writing one way your whole life, that to write a screenplay sometimes it's really hard to pull yourself away from it. Like, I know I still struggle with kind of being a little novelty sometimes. Directing on the page, I would have never ever understood what directing on the page was until this class. So it's a good thing I had it, because the first screenplay I sent out would have got sent back, or they'd been like, hey, you better go direct this yourself because you're trying to tell him what to do with everything. Even now, like, I still direct on the page way more than I should, but I'm getting to the point now where I can see, oh, that's directed on the page. I need to take that out. I'm picking it up a little more now, and I'm sure that's something as I go along and write more scripts that I'll get better at, and can eventually get that out completely. Overall, though, I feel like I have a better understanding of what a screenwriter does, but also I have a better appreciation for what they do as well. Like, I've been paid to write before, and this is by far the hardest writing I've ever been asked to do. But I loved it. Uh, I believe I've gotten better at it as this months went along, and I hope to be able to write some more and get some stuff produced and made, and maybe even get them into some festivals and see what happens. But at the end of the day, even if none of that happens, it was a good experience, and I feel like it's definitely helped me as a writer and will help me as a filmmaker going forward. So I appreciate that, and good luck to the next group of people that come in behind us.